Hi, it's Nick from iZtope, and we're here today showing Alloy, which is our new Essential Mixing Tools plugin. It just came out in the fall, so it's brand new, and I'll show you a little bit with what you can do with it today. So here's the interface. Basically, Alloy gives you everything you need to mix your tracks in one plugin. We have another plugin called Ozone, which is our mastering effects suite. And Alloy is specifically designed for your individual tracks in your project. It's a zero latency plugin, which is great for Pro Tools LE. You can put it on every track in your project. It's very CPU efficient. It does a lot of great different things. You have an 8-band paragraphic equalizer. You have this new, really unique harmonic exciter with harmonic scaling. You have a multi-band transient shaper, which is great for shaping drums. You have 2 dynamics modules, and you can use them in series or in parallel, so you can actually do parallel compression effects right in the plugin. It's really configurable. You can move all these modules around in the signal chain. You also have a de-esser module, which is great for cleaning up vocals. You can get rid of S sounds and T sounds and kind of tame them in vocal mixes. And you also have a limiter, which you can use to maximize the level of your tracks. So for example, I'm using this on a drum loop here. And I can use this to, shape the EQ. We have this great, really precise 8-band EQ. You can do some really cool things like, if you hold down Alt, you can zero in on a frequency and find the frequency you want to adjust. With our exciter, you can do some really interesting things. If you are on the left-hand side of this expression pad, you get only even harmonics. As you move to the right, you get more odd harmonics. So it lets you get all these great colors and everything from tube saturation to tape saturation. So I turn this up here, you'll hear that loop start to get a little bit dirty. And we can change the type of saturation that's happening by moving around this control. You also have a width control here, and you can switch this to multi-band mode too, so you can affect different frequency ranges with that effect. A transient shaper allows you to shape percussive sounds. This is also multi-band. So in this loop, for example, I can focus in on just the snare drum sound. I can adjust my crossovers here. And then I can make that pop a little bit more, and I can affect the higher frequency, the hi-hats, and all of that differently. And then I can affect the kick drum completely differently than that, so I can add more sustain to that kick. And you also have time controls that fine-tune that transient shaper. And then the dynamics module is really versatile. You can use it on vocals, you can use it on drums. There's this new vintage mode that emulates a lot of the characteristics of classic compressors. Sounds really great, really smooth on vocals, but you can also slam it really hard. Sounds really great on drums as well. And then we have a de-esser. If I go to one of my vocal tracks here, let me call up one of my vocals. So basically, whenever the singer makes an S sound or a T sound that's a little bit too loud, you can tame that with this de-esser, and you can set the frequency range here. And you can solo it as well, so you can hear just the frequencies that you're trying to affect. You want me and you know it. I want you and you know it. Come with me and then we have this great limiter, which is great for optimizing your vocal tracks. You have a phase rotation tool that gives you more symmetrical waveforms. And then as I pull down the threshold control here, it's going to give me more fullness and loudness out of my vocal. Make you explode, yeah. So that's Alloy, and everything is tied together with these great presets. You get over 150 presets, and they all feature these custom control layouts. So each preset has its own custom controls, so it kind of condenses all the important controls for whatever you're doing into this one screen, this macro screen. So I can adjust the threshold of the de-esser, adjust the EQ. You have your dynamic section right here. So everything's right at your fingertips. Makes it very easy to mix all your different instruments in your project. So this is available now, and it goes for $249, and you can get it from iZtope.com. Thanks a lot.